Hey guys, another video for the Accommodation in Japan playlist. These are apartment buildings. Obviously, if you're in one of the bigger cities in Japan, in the middle of one of the bigger cities in Japan, you'll have high-rise apartment buildings that are pretty similar to what they are in other big cities around the world. If you're in the suburbs of a big city, or if you're in a smaller city or a smaller town, you're more likely to have buildings like these. So these buildings, those ones we're looking at there, are 6 apartments to a building. Quite common to have 6 to a building, and you can see from the doors there that those ones are actually townhouse style with a downstairs and upstairs. So downstairs would be a living, dining room, kitchen combined. Upstairs would be a bedroom. These would be similar. So that's fairly typical. These ones are a little bit elaborate, a little bit sort of creative. Usually they're a bit more boxy. This particular builder has built a couple of buildings like this one, and they're a little bit more sort of arty, a little bit more nicely designed, I guess. It's sort of a European design, isn't it? So actually looking at those doors there, these are downstairs, upstairs, these ones. There's apartments upstairs and apartments downstairs in these. You can tell that because the doors are really close together. So that's what's happening with these, is that they've got probably a 1-bedroom apartment downstairs and a 2-bedroom apartment upstairs. These ones would be the townhouse style. You can see there they've got the downstairs lounge dining kitchen and the upstairs bedroom, with the tiny little balcony that nobody uses for anything except hanging out the washing. Fairly typical as well. So this one's actually not finished yet, but this is fairly standard style too. When it's finished, it won't look much different from this. They'll probably put a little bit of a facade around the place, but that's pretty much what it'll look like, just a box. And these are downstairs, upstairs, so townhouse style, lounge room downstairs, bedroom upstairs. This one's a bit nicer. So they're pretty small. As you'll see, I made a video a long time ago that's on the accommodation playlist that shows you inside a new apartment, and they're all pretty much the same inside. So that's already on the accommodation playlist. You can see that. Fairly basic inside, very small, always nice and clean and tidy and functional. Cozy, I guess real estate agents would call them, but yeah, small. And some are smaller than others. So you'd be looking at, for a small town, you'd be looking at maybe $1,000 a month for one of these, and in a big city, it depends on where you are, could be a couple of thousand a month. So these ones actually belong to a company called Leo Palace. Leo Palace is a big company that rents furnished apartments that are quite popular with foreigners. Come here for a year or so, renting a Leo Palace furnished apartment's not a bad option. Very small, but usually quite livable and popular with the foreigners. So anyway, hope you found that useful. More videos coming soon.